All right, Raka, welcome. So thank you for being here with me today. We're just going to go over a couple of questions, man. I really wanted to get to know you as a person who's been in the community, as a business owner, as a coach. So maybe let's slow things down. I know people call you Rocky, and you have a wonderful stage name as Rocky. Tell me, Raka, where does the nickname Rocky come from?
Well, Rakkapan is my full name, so I had to shout it out a little bit to sound it to make it easy for it's a mouthful for anyone, right? So, um, Raka is a shorter version of Rakkapan,
Mm.
and Rocky is my white name, which is making it more easier. I'm not the fighter, but I'm the lover. So Rocky Balboa, the movie, so that's where it is.
That's where it comes
Yeah,
from.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, Rocky, why don't you tell me a little bit about your story?
So um, I'm a 45 plus, I would say. My journey started from India.
Mhm.
So my childhood up till until 25, I was doing my schooling and university. Grew up in India. Then after 25, I just want a new experience to
Mhm.
experience the world. So I moved from India, immigrated from India to Canada, and then
Okay.
I came to Kingston, and Kingston has been home. It's very good, nice little city. I've been here almost 20 years now,
Mhm.
so things been great. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a big jump. Were you alone when you did that?
yeah. I had few friends at that time, so moving was not that crazy,
Mhm.
but I had a good support system when I got here, and things were very tough in terms of finding a job. I have an
Mhm.
MBA. I had an MBA at that time.
Mhm.
Um, it's very hard to find even a cashier job. This
Mhm.
is we are talking about 2005.
Mhm.
But eventually, I learned things and integrate myself into local community and
Mhm.
learn the culture here. And slowly but surely, I
Mhm.
got there. But it took a lot of efforts to get where I am today.
Yeah.
But not everybody has to do the same. If somebody has the knowledge,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know,
That's the kind of beauty of speaking with someone like yourself. You get to condense time for people. You get to shorten the learning gap that somebody has. Did you now have anybody like that when you came over?
I had a few friends who
Okay.
who actually try to help me, but
Hmm.
they're born and brought up pretty much in Canada,
Okay.
and and they couldn't they cannot understand what a guy from India
Mm.
would would have in his back of the mind when
Hmm.
he said my expectations are very different.
Hmm. Hmm.
I don't want to start from the scratch because I already done my work in India, and I was employed in a very how to say in a sales job in a high level,
Hmm.
and then when you come here you have to start all over again. It's not easy.
It's not
So,
easy.
but that's what they say. You work hard. No, you don't need to work hard. You
Mm-hmm.
work smart,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't matter what education you have,
Mm-hmm.
as long as you work hard. If you're going to work hard, you're going to work hard for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
But if you start working smart
Mm-hmm.
and put a little bit of a hard work here and there,
Mm-hmm.
when that's when things get started. So,
Yeah.
so because you're trying to work smarter.
Mm-hmm.
So people would ask, how do you work smart?
Mm-hmm.
They just need to learn what field they are in
Mm-hmm.
and how do I do things differently than others are doing.
Oh wow.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's
That's a
very simple,
yeah.
but very hard to understand.
Mm-hmm.
But if they get a different perspective,
Mm-hmm.
and anybody can do it. It's not a
Mm-hmm.
it's not a hard thing.
Yeah, that's a big distinction. I think you're right between working hard and working smart. I think a lot of people today get caught up in the first one, working hard. Working smart, though, like you said, that really points to the mindset. So, if I was to ask you, what is your mindset, or what was your mindset that's carried you through to where you are today, coming from India, coming to Canada, getting settled? What was your mindset to life, to getting work, to creating yourself as an individual?
So when I moved here, they said Canada is a land of opportunity. Yes, there's a land of opportunity, but coming from India, we have seen it all. Like it's you can make a lots of money, and yes, we do have some ups and downs, good and bad, like any other country. But when you come here and you look at the phones they use and um, the way things are. it's nice, it's organized and stuff, but it's slow. Coming from an economy 10 times bigger than Canada at that time, 2005, like I felt like I just time traveled to 1960s or something. But you cannot keep moving back and forth just for a convenience. So you're here to experience a different culture. So you have to go through certain things to get where you have to go. So switching places, it's not going to fix anybody's issue.
Right. It's almost really committing once you make that decision.
Yes. Yeah. I made it home. I didn't even switch cities. I just stayed straight through in Kingston, 20 years.
Planted your flag.
Yeah. Put some roots, and I had friends and family all across Ontario, but I always drive and visit them, and long weekends and stuff. But I made Kingston home, and people in Kingston are nice, and they treated me very well. And yes, we have few bad incidents that have happened, but that doesn't define Kingston or anywhere I go. Even in my own city, I born and brought up. We have people who treat you bad, but overall, Kingston has done a very good job for me, and it worked out really well.
Yeah. So even saying that kind of points to like the mindset there of being resilient, right? So how important has resiliency been for you?
You have to, when you say resilient, it all depends what you want in life and how bad you want it, right? So we are not talking about money. We are not talking about. So first of all, we got to be happy ourselves. It doesn't matter what life throws at you. You could be a millionaire today, and tomorrow that money is worth nothing if you don't have health. So if you want something really bad, you just go at it. And how do we do it? We all know the old saying, or you work at it, put your mind to it. How do you do all that? Yes, I want that. How do I do it? It's a long process. By the time you learn by yourself everything on your by experience, you're losing 5 to 10 years, or some people will learn it in 20 years. So when I say work smart, get somebody who already gone through the process. Or if you can't get anybody, talk to your father or your grandfather, somebody who's seen life, right? So it doesn't cost you nothing. Just sit with them for half an hour, pick the brain, and they will be able to tell you. But then it's up to you how to put it together to get to where you want to go.
So what you're saying is the knowledge is there, but then you've got to seek it and then apply it.
Just seeking is one part, but you have to. So if you talk to a 60-year-old and they give perspective of life, and you have to apply in 2025, how that's going to help me in the current world. Back then there was no internet, and afterwards we have cell phones, internet, and now it's all, they break up in WhatsApp messages and TikTok, and that's how it is. For me, I've seen it all. From a landline phone from letters, starting from a letter, writing a letter, you mail it, you had to wait for a week to get the letters, and then you have phones, you have emails. Email was a big thing, and then the internet was there, it's new, and then email came, and the communication got better and better, and things get faster, and the development phase is fast, and as a 45 plus, I've seen life in a different light than anybody else who were in that generation would understand. And we have seen the old way of doing things, and we have also we lived through the innovation, and we've also seen, but the foundation of life remains the same. So when you ask resilient, how if you know both like good and bad of what you wanted and how far you want to go, end of the day, it doesn't matter. You just need to work at it. It's not going to come to you easy, but everybody can achieve what they want. It's how bad they want it.
Yeah, you're making really some solid points, because I think you've said a couple of things that were really important, which is especially you have to make the decision that you want it, you have to go after it. But then there's a process of figuring it out, and that can somehow be hastened if you find the right mentors, or you somehow can even sit with people who have that knowledge. to help accelerate that for you. Yeah.
So I always did that. So if I want to start a business, so I don't go start it right away. So I phone who are successful, not in the same city, but because they're not going to share the information they have because they feel as a threat. But sometimes you never know. You could just phone up the biggest businessman in your town and say, hey, I want to take you out for lunch. Nobody is going to say, I'm not going to come out for lunch because they got to eat.
Right.
So if you tell a millionaire or a billionaire, even Elon Musk, if you want to pick his brain, you call him and say, I'm going to take you, I want to take you out for lunch.
So you have to be bold enough to ask.
You are willing to spend the money. So it's not about the money. The people who are successful, what they think, what they expect from you is if they are going to give their time, are you worthwhile?
Right.
Yeah. Is it really worth to spend that half an hour with somebody to give that knowledge? Knowledge is free. But if you're willing to take them out for lunch, then it's not that they don't have the money to pay for it.
Right.
But it's not free lunch. But they see
there's a commitment.
And also they see, hey, this guy I've got potential. I'm going to give what I have.
Yeah, they want to share it.
Share it. They all the successful people, everybody wants to share, but how far how the way you ask and then how far you are willing to, and some people won't. And you keep, if it really means their input could help your business or your life, I would constantly call. It doesn't matter who they are. I've called India's richest businessmen and got appointments.
Oh, wow.
It's not that I want their money. I just want their knowledge.
Yeah. And we're all human, right? And this experience nowadays, I think with social media, people have realized I can just DM that person that I thought is so far from me. And you realize the human connection is easily available. You just have to step in and ask.
You just if you like somebody and you know what they're doing, and then you wanted to be them. It doesn't matter. You could call any Hollywood actor or actress you want to as a role model. They're not going to give you a phone number or anything, but they know they are watching their DMs or somebody is watching their DMs. And if you give enough DMs, but don't stalk them. But do it in a nice way that hey, I'm in. So if I'm in Toronto, if I want to meet somebody, I would say, hey, I'm in Toronto. I'm in right on Bay Street. If you like, I would like to meet you for lunch or dinner or whatever. I would like to pick your brain. So ask them. I know Toronto is a big city and people.
Yeah, I think nowadays what I notice is what you're speaking to is a certain kind of there's an old school boldness of just doing meetings by handshaking. I think a lot of people today get scared to put themselves out there to ask, right? Because they think they're going to get shot down, whether it's in business or in dating. This power you are talking about, which is really just show up, put the invitation.
Yes.
And then see what can happen.
Well, worst thing can happen is they could say no.
Right.
And you could ask them again until they block you.
Right.
So then find their email, official email, phone them, and you wanted to have a business.
So this is the importance of knowing what you want and going after it.
Yes. If you want it, most of the successful people, their persistence of doing what they wanted to do is always that's how they got there.
Yeah.
And some of us we also want what they have, but are we willing to put the same amount of? I've done so much, but sometimes I fail, and a lot of times I fail, and I don't stop.
Yeah.
It's still in the back burner.
Yeah.
Things are not right now, but it will get better. When I'm ready, the universe will send me the right people to align my thought process.
Yeah.
It's also a little bit of a spiritual. You do some internal work on yourself. That's how people grow, and not everybody come out and say what they did, because you'll laugh at them.
Right. Yeah. No. And that actually really leads me to the next question I wanted to ask you, because